What's up, everybody? Good evening. Tommy here, Math Productions. And I'm not gonna lie, I was gonna stream some Fallout 4 again. I only got like an hour. I'm only gonna stream like an hour at the most, you know what I'm saying? But the weather's nice, the garage is kind of cracked. Pon's out here. He's been a menace today, but hopefully maybe for an hour he'll be quiet. Uh, New update with the warm weather, right? There was like a fly. You know what I'm saying? There was a fly that was menacing me within the past few minutes. Hopefully that fly's gone now. I don't know. It hasn't bothered me in a second. We'll find out. But Starfield, back to the Starfield. I'm not gonna do like a talking head thing and go over all these updates. There's so many other people that are way better than me at going through all those updates. You know what I'm saying? Like all the new things to come on April 7th. The game is coming to PS5. Free Lanes is the update. Terran Armada is the new DLC. And you already know that I'm going to get both of those, right? Like, you already know that. So, and I'm going to be playing those. And on my phone with the Game Pass version, between now and then, I'm still going to be testing out new mods and showing off some mods and different mod reviews, right? But what I wanted to do, one, let me make sure... Test. Yeah, so I think that my mic is good. We'll find out in the playback when somebody lets us know in the comments, right? But I decided on my console for Starfield between now and when, what is it, Free Lanes or whatever, and Terran Armada, between when now and when that comes out, that I would get back to the Starfield with as much of a vanilla playthrough experience as possible. It's been so long since I played this game vanilla. So I literally, in a recent video, was asking, I didn't remember the buttons to get into the build menu when you're in an outpost build area. Because in Fallout 4 you just hold select, and I was like, I can't figure it out. Shout out Bubbles, and I think Marty, or maybe Bip, but there's two people that came to my rescue immediately. LB to pull up the scanner, X. That's how you get to the build menu. But what I wanted to do was get back to Starfield, get back to the basics, remind myself what this game's actually about, you know what I'm saying, without mods at its core. Not even getting into the argument about if mods should improve the game, blah, 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 blah. I love mods, love playing with mods, highly recommend mods. I started to put together a fuller load order for this playthrough and literally started out just in the verified creators like section and was just add, and I got to like 50 some mods already, and I was like, you know, I just need to build a full load order because I'm gonna have to rearrange these and organize these, and that'd be like an hour stream just to start that process. I don't want to do that. I want to just get in the game and start playing, you know what I'm saying, and just have some fun for a little bit playing. But there's a few mods that I cannot play this game without, so that's why the title of the stream, right, tentatively at least, is Vanilla Plus Modded. Right, so I'm trying to be as vanilla as I could be, but I will show you there's a couple of mods that I do have on here. The Crowd Overhaul by Zone 79. I don't like playing without it. Something feels off to me when I'm going through the different locations, and it's because if I'm not playing with this after having played with this, it just doesn't feel right visually, right? And so paired with that, gotta have the face add-on. Don't want to just give them new looks, want to give them all unique faces. So definitely playing with those. One thing that I wanted to add, I really wanted to add, and I don't think it would do anything that would break this Vanilla Plus idea, but by Old Bard, their names, mod NPC names for all, I love it. But again, this playthrough was not about my immersion or anything like that. This playthrough was just to get in, get going, get started, have some fun. But I also, from Zone, had to get the Starfield billboards and posters. And then for another visible thing from Rabbit Does Stuff, I think is the mod author's name. But Real Lights Starfield, it's my favorite lighting overhaul mod for the game. It just makes the locations, again, look so much better. But so I do have those for visible enhancements, right? And then I also have Brits because I need Brit with me, right? You know, to be able to remind me, be real, it's time to save. You know what I'm saying? And Tommy, please save so you don't lose all your progress. So I'm definitely playing with Brits. And of course, Xeno Master. I've said from literally like the second video, it was either the first or second video on this channel back from a long gap from my last ARC video before that, right? And it was all about Xenomaster, how awesome Xenomaster is. It's been my favorite mod from day one. It's still my favorite mod to today. Being able to buy the components you need in game for Xenomaster to go out and catch more Xenos through the Trade Authority is a must have with it. And you know what I'm saying? I might be biased, but definitely the Xeno Ambassador must have to round out that trio at minimum, right? And for my homie Thorgen Ironside, have to have the Ironside Intergalactic welcome kit for Xenomasters, right? But that's literally all we're playing with. Not the fast start mod, not the cheat terminal. Again, so many mods, outpost mods. And you know what I'm saying? If we stream more, I'm hoping we're going to stream more between now and when the updates come. But in the Starfield, I'm going to be building, right? So we're going to get back to the roots, right? Back to our roots of non-modded building. Remind ourselves what that's about. The decor, right? Actually going through POIs, picking up the items that we're going to need to decorate, dropping them and placing them ourselves. Definitely looking forward to maybe a little bit of that in the couple of weeks ahead of us, right? But that's the whole idea of this. It is for people that don't want to play modded. For Xenomaster, like, so you could play with Xenomaster. There's an achievement-friendly version. I don't think there's an achievement-friendly version of the crowd overhaul stuff or the real lights. Maybe the real lights. I don't think the real lights. But at least Xenomaster, you could play no mods, but Xenomaster, achievement-friendly, and then you can still get the achievements. Not going to go on a tangent about whether I think that's a worth it investment of time to chase these achievements. Do you? You know what I'm saying? If you're an achievement hunter, do you, homie? I don't understand it, but I also support you and how you play your games. There's so many people that are into it. I just don't understand it. Anyway, oh, I forgot the cutter. I got, you know what I'm saying, thrown off by trying to contemplate people that really care about achievements, and I forgot the cutter. Let's go. See, there's so much I gotta relearn. I gotta relearn you need a cutter. I do remember, if you hold down the aim button, everybody knows this by now, right? But there's gonna be a whole bunch of new PlayStation players soon enough, so maybe this will help you out. If you hold the aim button down, notice my crosshairs. There's the 3 little parts of the triangle that are zooming in, so it's like your focus, basically. If you don't hold it and they're all out, less focus, it's going to take a lot longer to break stuff down. Hold it down till it's all the way focused, much stronger beam. I'm doing it again where I'm talking like I'm looking into the mic. I even tried to put the camera in front of me, thinking that would help me out. It's not helping me out. For those that like to loot goblin, you know what I'm saying, and hoard out everything, there's a bunch more beryllium. There's not just the ones that are in this little pocket, right? Oh, get in between the cutter. Don't let those dudes hurt you. But like, you can double back and back up here where they were picking on the person that was terrible at their job. You can show them up. You can take their stuff. Wow. Wow. You can also go down there, a bunch of other places that you can get a bunch of minerals. Same thing with once you get up here, this big old drill thing. It's gonna make a hole so we can continue on towards the artifact. But if you, it's gonna have us, you'll see it in a second, it's gonna have us go over this land bridge to be able to get into the cave where the artifact is. If you go down to the left, there is a few more mineral deposits that you can pick up, along with the mineral that's in the tunnel leading you to the artifact, right? Bro, Ghost, what's up, man? I hope that you have been well, for sure. Long time for sure. I hope that you've been well, my friend. If you didn't catch if you just got in, so I'm playing it like as much vanilla as I could. You know what I'm saying? As much vanilla as I could. I think there's only I don't even think there's 10 mods on this load order. It's as few mods as I've played with this game since creations became available for this game. But you already know, I can't play this game without Xenomaster. And Xenomaster is absolutely in this limited load order. Trade Authority, to be able to pick up more CCDs, more food items, need that, it's essential. So that's in this load order. And needed the ambassador, right? So gotta show off the ambassador as much as I can, right? As much as I can. Like we're talking about PS5 people, welcome, welcome. Can't wait to have you guys experience this game. Many of you for the first time, and at such a great time to jump into this game. absolutely excited for you guys to be able to play through it. And Ghost, you already know they are working on ports, not ports. I don't know what it's called. Like, so how does that work? So like these are existing mods. How do I turn on the friggin' light? Oh crap! How do I turn? There we go. But so like, what is that? Like, what's the semantics on that? Like, is it a brand new like for Xenomaster for PS5? Is that just like a port? Porting the mod from its one original like platform to the next? I don't know semantically how that works. Take it. Oh yeah, you gotta blast it. You gotta blast it. Start blasting. Actually hit the artifact. Yeah. So that's what I was figuring too. I figured if I actually like can continue this playthrough and get close to Unity or at Unity, like right before or at the launch, right, for the PS5, but for Free Lanes and for Terran Armada, then at that point I can just chill in the Unity, update and recreate like a full load order, you know what I'm saying, and then go into a new game plus with that full load order. That's kind of my thinking on what I'm going to try to do.
Come on.
I really don't feel like all the fear mongering of people saying like all your mods are gonna break, blah blah blah. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I could be ignorant. Maybe I'm lulling people into a false sense of security by saying, hey, most of these mods are gonna be fine at the update. I genuinely don't know. I don't know how all that works. I don't know. So I always feel so bad. I make so many videos and people like put in the comments and be like, hey, do you know, how does this work? What's your insight? Bro, I have no idea. I just be playing these games, and I'm fortunate enough sometimes to get to talk to and interact with and you know, befriend, you know what I'm saying, a couple of the people that actually know what they're talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about. I just be playing these games. I don't have the Hair and Beards mod by Zone. What is this? What is this? That is horrible. That's like a dude straight out of a movie from the 1970s that's about like medieval times over in Europe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what that dude looks like. No other change is necessary. What is that? What is that? That just reminds me. I'm gonna make people mad. That just reminds me of like a. I'm not even gonna say it. We're not even gonna say it. Not a good haircut. That's the one. 36. It's too short. You know what I'm saying? It's too short, but it's the right texture, so that's what we go with. Get the beard a little bit fuller. I'm not gonna go too in depth. I'm trying to make it look too right. Dude, don't start being a menace. There we go. That's pretty much what I do each time. Background. We're gonna go file not found for the background. Always go with empath. I do. I'm not saying always go. I'm saying I always go with empath. We're gonna go empath. Hero worshipped and kid stuff. Go with the old faithful. These are the ones that like literally when I started playing this game, when it first came out, like that's not file not found necessarily. I would pick an actual background, but for the traits, more often than not, the majority of the time, those are the 3 traits that I would pick. We're gonna name this dude Tommy. Tommy. I don't know. Oh man, I don't know. Tommy. I don't want to just say Tommy Vanilla because that's misleading. It's still modded. Tommy. Here we go. Here we go. Tommy so few. Because there's so few mods on this load order. Yeah, sounds good.
Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid.
Oh man, that's terrible if you feel like you're living in a toaster. Because that's definitely uncomfortable, for sure. I can imagine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm a freak. I would rather sweat for no reason than to shiver even slightly. And Oh man, I love the summertime. I cannot wait for it to be hot and humid. I'm in Indianapolis, you know what I'm saying? It's hot and crazy humid in the summer, and oh, I can't wait.
Hey,
I'm gonna be looking
say
crazy
something.
on camera sometimes because I'm gonna be streaming out here in the garage, which is gonna feel like a toaster for me, you know what I'm saying? But oh man, I hate being cold. I hate being cold so much. There's this light
Huh.
and music.
Well, you passed out, that's for sure. Everything else, probably just your brain playing tricks.
I did get to
Either
drink.
way,
I
you
swear,
got
I
what
need
you
to
were
start
looking
getting
for.
paid for shouting out
All this
companies.
trouble for
I
that
mean, it's not
secret
like I
thing?
bring them much reach, but still, like I do it shamelessly. Mountain
Never
Dew
mind
Baja
what it looks
Blast
like.
has a friggin'
It's worth more than this
Cabo
mine has pulled in
citrus
all month.
flavor.
We'll be
Never found this till today. Pretty
Speak of
good,
the devil.
not gonna lie. I'm lying, it's fucking terrible. No, I'm just playing. It's pretty. No, it's good. It's good. Come on,
Our constellation
move this
complex
show
is on
along.
the
So you can.
Wait,
I don't know why I just noticed. Maybe I've noticed before, just forgot to right now. Lynn's carrying the artifact already. She just carries it all the way
Not a
out.
joke.
Gives it to Barrett.
You're just too
You
young.
can. So I like to save this. I like to save this for like follow-up walkthroughs of the place. But you can go through. I'm not gonna grab them now. There's a bunch of loot. Bunch of loot you can grab. But there's like 3 or 4 of these logs. There's supervisor logs that are Lynn's, and then you can find some from Heller as well, if I recall
been a good
correctly.
run.
Gives you a little bit more
Copy.
insight and backstory into their banter and their relationship, right? Their history together a little bit. Come on. This is one of the few places you can steal some food and not get in trouble. Bitten sandwich from this guy.
All right. Need some coffee or something?
That's
Got a
mine.
packet somewhere.
The drink. I'm sorry, bro. I'm going to turn on sustenance settings, and I'm going to need food and drink. Because I want to turn those on before the fight
Lynn sure
starts.
seems to like you.
I'm going to do it when we have to
Guess
go
she would know.
put on our suit. So when you get to this point, you have to equip your suit, equip it, hide it in the spacesuit. It's the helmet. Equip the helmet, but hide it in warm, breathable areas. For our settings, gameplay settings, we're going to do extreme enemy, very easy player, normal for the ships, weighted ammo, reduced carry capacity. That sounds fun. But our cargo access, I'm not going to lie, I put that at anywhere. No shame. Vendor credits, we're going to increase a little bit. Medical item healing, we're going to go a little bit slower. Food healing, normal. Sleep is, what's the one I picked? Limited location? Yeah, limited location. Sustenance, positive and negative. Normal for all of these. Definitely increase my aim assistant because my aim is trash. Oh man, there's new options. No, that's just info. That's actually cool as shit, Ghost. That's actually really cool. Like an information slide right here in the settings that tells you about this stuff. That's actually really freaking cool. Well done, as always. That's really helpful. Fantastic work. Knockout mode, we're going to go normal. I like the hunger counter on. That's fine. We'll do that. Tips. Yeah, let's leave the tips on so we can show those buddies off. Release. Reselect the last dismissed. We're just going to keep that normal. Gift giving. Heck yeah. Auto follow. Yeah, show me the battery counter. Okay. I'm not familiar with the teleport pad stuff. I'm gonna have to learn me that. So I don't know. Off as default. We'll keep it there. Oh, this is super cool. So I am actually familiar with this. That you can turn it so that way if you try to catch a little slug buddy that you can't, it'll first tell you like, you sure? You sure you want to do this? So yeah, remind me when I can't catch something that I'm gonna try to catch. What is? Oh, Xeno weapon only challenge friendly options. Sets whether a limit should be enforced to capturing Xeno. What? If you're running in forest and your capture capacity is currently depleted, you'll be restricted to only roaches and slugs. What? Turning this on for the first time in your current universe will start you with 5 on your capture capacity. So, like, is this like Pokemon? I know how you feel about me making this comparison. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to understand. So, like, I'm saying, like on your belt, like, is your capture capacity like within your Xeno box? How many Xenos, like within like an active CCD that you can have for deploy? Is that what this is, basically? I don't understand. I'll figure that out. We'll figure that out. Oh, and you can gain more capacity per level increments. We're just going to keep that where it's at. Brits, remind me every 10, but then save every 15. Don't save in combat. Save on rest, but not on wait, travel, or pause. Perfect. We're ready. Bro, I know. I need to be on a beach. I need to be on a beach so bad. That's where I'm meant to be. Definitely not around a bunch of cornfields where it gets super cold and snowy. Definitely somewhere where it's hot. Just hot all the time. That's where I'm meant to be. Look at that. It's beautiful. I really mean that. I'd be playing, you guys know I'd be playing on my S23 Ultra with a backbone controller, and I love it. It's amazing. It's incredibly efficient. It's fantastic. Looks great on S23 Ultra. And it's a phone, so it looks great, you know what I'm saying? But it's small. Playing it on just like, not even like, it's not even like a QLED or an OLED or anything. There ain't, or are the RGB TVs that are coming out or whatever. Like, it's not even a special TV, but just getting to see it bigger. This is such a good looking game. You agree, Pon? It's a good looking game? Yeah. Like, I've been playing Fallout for so many months now, non-stop. That's what's kept me away from the Starfield, and I love it. And it looks great, too. For a decade-old game, looks fantastic. A bunch of the mods that I use make it look a little bit sharper and a little bit more updated, even. Still does not at all hold a candle to how well this game looks. I know we're talking 10 years of technology upgrades in between making. I get it. I'm not throwing shade. I'm just saying. All the different colors, the details, textures. Great looking game. Let's hurry this conversation up. Let's get to the action. I got a cutter. Act like I don't know who Barrett is. Should I cut him? Who is this? What's going on? He's got a robot. He's got really long arms.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh?
Yeah, we went on a trip. You can call it that.
That fun, huh? Not the most gentle push into the great mysteries of space, but hey, been there.
Look, just hand over the credits.
What, you caught a Xeno grub? How did you? I didn't know you could catch Xeno grubs. Is that? Are you not supposed to be able to? Or is it like bad? Is it like bad if you do? I don't know.
The scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Okay, so we ready. We ready. For PlayStation people, when you get to the game, check this out right here. That's your first pistol. So that way you don't gotta just run in with this cutter. Go into your inventory. Oh crap, it's not RB. How do I set Y? There we go. We're gonna put the pistol there. We're gonna put the cutter there. Sounds like a plan. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Come on. Let's see if I can do this. One, switch this. We'll go up. How do I pick it up? Oh, I got it. I think if you hold the reload button, I think you can throw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, it worked. Somebody hit it. Oh, there's another. It didn't take them all out, but I think it worked. Pow, 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 pow. Oh, we threw a gas canister at you, buddy. What's up? Dang. Dang, that dude went flying in the air. Pow, pow, pow. Move in, move in. Oh, he's got an axe. Oh, stuff is exploding everywhere. This is awesome. Take him down, take him down. Man, they're just, look at this. Look how they're handling that. Why are you shooting me, bro? They're literally walking in on you with 2 cutters. Why did I have to take all those hits? That's some BS. Pow, 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 pow. There we go. That was it. So then you gotta loot them. You gotta loot them. Let's get this machine gun. A little maelstrom. Not RB, it's Y. I'm not gonna pick up any of the rescue axes, but I'll take them credits. I'm also not gonna pick up the extra weapons right now. If you do pick up extra weapons, similar to Fallout 4, gives you extra ammo. So it would behoove you, if you're looking to get as much ammo as possible, pick up them weapons, and if you don't want to keep the weapons, just drop them. But I don't want to go through that. We're also not going to grab the pirate spacesuit yet. Not grabbing your stuff or your stuff. Get your med pack. Digipix. What's up, buddy? I was about to try to take your stuff. I think that's it. Alright. I like to grab a machine gun though here first because when it takes us to the research facility, I just like to have a machine gun off top going into it.
Well, that was some
I would have stood there for a minute longer had I not just been like, maybe I needed to hit A.
That means you saw it.
Those patches are so cool
Coming with me to Constellation.
on the shoulders, right? Little details like that. Love it. Looks so good. Whoa, wait, man. I didn't ask for any of this, bro.
Hey, I wasn't gonna bring it up, but we don't exactly know what the artifact might have done to your head, and Constellation. Really
So, okay, so wait a minute. Is that setting for a prompt to warn people about going after a slug? Is that just to throw some shade?
all right. I guess I
You
did
sure you
just
want
go
this
on the
Xeno pet,
criminal
bro?
hit list. How about
Oh, that's
I say,
funny.
soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't.
All right, come on. We're gonna start skipping conversations. I'm not even gonna lie. We're gonna start skipping conversations. Thank you for everything, Lynn.
Before I say something I regret.
Well,
This section again brought to you by.
Bosco, get him to the lodge. No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo.
Yeah, Vasco.
Oh, and hey, take
Indigo
this.
Project.
You'll find
Project
very
Indigo.
useful out.
Take me to the lodge. Got me a watch. Heck yeah. It's like the
Hey, look
best
at
thing
that.
that my dude
Watch
has
fits you perfectly. Now,
been given recently. You know what I'm saying? An artifact, these weapons, but this watch. These are all questions, by the way. First time I went through this, I was like, how? What is the next thing? These are all questions, which are great. Your first time through them. PlayStation 5 players here in a couple weeks, right? Click on all these because it gives you a bunch of good information, sets the stage for the game. We're not doing that right now. When you're done asking those questions and getting those answers, you press B. It ends the conversation, and you make your way to the frontier. I almost just panicked and was like, oh, I turned on all the settings and I didn't get any oxygen canisters. I'm gonna run out of oxygen soon. That's with the OG Tennessee's real O2 meters, right? But we're not playing with that one right now. I love that one. That's what you need if you're looking for survival hardcore, right? That's the best mod to give you that in one mod, in my opinion. But this mod, load order, limited, super limited, vanilla as I've been since Creations came out in this game. That's what we're trying to go for as much as possible. Let's take off. That's fair. That's fair. I'm not mad at that. Plus, the noise that most of the slugs make. That's my thing. Like the Xeno grubs, the noises that they make when they be making that noise around, like I don't like the noise that the Xeno grubs make. I'll give you that. I always go third person within the ship. I know that there's some people that really like in the cockpit. Maybe if I had VR, you know what I'm saying, or if this game was in VR, that'd be kind of cool maybe. You know what I'm saying at that point. Otherwise, I think it's way easier in third person flying to see everything, especially in combat, to see where all the ships are coming and going. This, it just wants you to power up all your drives. I take one out of missile and normally one out of engine, put both those into grav, and then after you power up the grav drive, it does give you your first little tutorial for space combat. Biggest thing I don't understand is that you just gotta like wait. You literally just gotta wait. I think you're supposed to like bask in how awesome space looks in this game, but you do just gotta wait until this dude shows up. Because I took file unknown, I had level 1 of piloting, which does mean that I can use my thrusters, which is awesome. These controls feel like they never left my mind. Probably because there's nothing like this really in Fallout. But these controls are so good. For thrusters, what I'm talking about, if you hold RB after you have, well, it'd be R1, I guess, for PlayStation, whenever you guys get it. But if you hold that top right button when you're flying with rank 1 of pilot, it engages thrusters, which helps stabilize you to make turning in all directions much sharper. Which that to me is the big thing for space combat, whether you're trying to be evasive or whether you're trying to be on the offensive. One, remember, if you keep your speed, if you look in the lower left part of the interface in the center there, I'm moving a toggle up and down that's changing the speed. If you keep the speed in the center area, that's kind of got a highlighted portion just to the inside right of it, right? Like if you keep your speed in that middle area, that's going to be the sweet spot for the best maneuvering, right? Because if you're going full speed, especially if you're boosting, if you try to turn, it's going to be a super wide angle, just like this, right? Take forever. Whereas if you just then hold your thrusters, and especially if you have a more manageable rate of speed going, you can be a lot more, like I said, elusive, evasive, or aggressive if you're trying to be on the offensive. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if it's a cheesy type strategy, because I don't know how well it would really work in real life, but I don't know much about the physics and the tactics of space combat in real life, to be fair. But I like lower speeds, period. Like whenever I'm in combat, especially when there's a bunch of enemies, I'll go super slow. I'll use the boost to like get out of there if it's got like a target lock or a missile lock on me. But for the most part, I keep my speed, my speed low, so that way I can then thruster to get it on, to get the little target thingy locked in where I need it, and then take down the enemies, right? But once you take down those two waves, it wants you to come over, not to Vectera. Oh, come on. Am I just too far ahead? It wants us to go to Crete. Come on, Vasco. Hurry up, bro. I got maybe like 20 minutes at the most. Let's do this thing. There we go. So this is kind of cool to touch on, I guess, for one of the new features announced. We're inter-system, so Crete right there, how I can select it already and hit X to travel. Which this is one of my big things when people complain about all these loading screens. You have to go to a loading screen to travel. No, you don't. You can travel from one location to the other. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like in the ship, it just, you can't do it between systems, right? Which I don't think Free Lanes is going to let you cruise between systems, but it is going to let you cruise how we just went to Crete, and it was just like a bloop bloop, and we loaded into it. There is going to be a cruise feature with the update. That's what the Free Lanes is, or is what it's centered on, and it'll make it I guess as seamless as can be to actually autopilot fly from where we were at on Vectera to where we just now were landing on Crete, and then have the ability to actually like get up in the sea, interact with companions, do some crafting, whatever you want to do, like on your ship, to actually live out, role play out living on that ship. I know a lot of people are super excited for that, right? So we just saw a Crimson Fleet ship leaving. That's our first sign that where we're at now is potentially gonna have us running into some other people, right? We don't yet have the Xeno box. We don't get that till we get back to the lodge on our first run through. Otherwise, we would absolutely grab the original, the first thing that I ever caught was Xeno Master. It's the end of, I'm pretty sure it's the second video back, because I'm pretty sure the first video back I talked about Bar's recruitment beacon and like 2 other mods, so I talked about like 3 mods in a video. But then the second video, like either later that day or the next day, or whenever it was after that I put up the next video, pretty sure it was all about Xenomaster, and it ends on Crete with us getting a McNuggets. What's up? Oh, he even looked at me when I said the name. Oh, what's up, little buddy? I wish I could catch you right now. I don't got any CCDs. You're a legend though, McNuggets. Let's go, Vasco. I feel it. We're gonna take out the bad guys in honor of McNuggets.
Be careful, Captain.
So you do gotta watch out over here. There's where's it at? There's a nasty little Crete bad guy. Where's it at? It's normally right there. Scanner. Oh crap. Oh crap. Those things, I'm pretty sure burrow. And then will like pop up at you. Oh crap. Oh crap. It's always up there. I don't know where it's at right now. Tally-ho! There's a whole bunch of resources. Check that out. You can come in here. We could be scanning stuff. So to pull up your scanner, top left button, LB, L1. But if you pull up your scanner, it'll highlight things that are scannable. When you're within range of your scanner, you can scan it. And see how it says 13%? Shout out Will NY4. They have a domesticate all flora and fauna mod that makes it so when you scan one, you 100% all those flora and fauna species. It's a fantastic mod. This is why for me. So like otherwise, but it is great for encouraging exploration, because one got me 13%, so I need to get at least 8 more, right, to get to 100%. I don't see 8 more right here, so I have to go out and explore, right? I have to go find the other 8, see what I stumble across along the way. There's an abandoned farm right over that way. But there is a danger on this planet if you go out and explore, even just within the outskirts of this POI that we're at right now. There is one enemy, super dangerous, that you're more than likely going to encounter. I won't spoil that one for you. That one was a fun surprise, so go explore, actually. You know what I'm saying? Go explore. Right, Starfield VR would be crazy. Starfield VR would be a lot of fun. I'm not gonna lie, my homie at work, Jojo, he's got an old MetaQuest. You know what I'm saying? He's got the new one now. He's got an old one, still good condition. Offered it to me at a great price. Definitely considering it. How do I? Yeah, there we go. Take it down. But I have considered grabbing that from, because 2 games specifically, Fallout 4 and VR, I feel like would be wild, super wild. I think that would be a lot of fun. Tons of good stuff, by the way, and in this POI you can grab most all of the loose stuff around here and take it with you. But Fallout 4 VR would be a lot of fun, and I was like, man, I want to do something like in space though, like VR in space, just floating around in space, feeling insignificant in the vast enormity of space. Like, I want to experience that in VR. I think that'd be fun. And he was like, No Man's Sky. He was like, dude, I literally played it for a little streak there. It was so much fun in VR. That sounds like a lot of fun. A space experience in VR. Because I don't think I'm ever gonna actually get a chance in real life to go into space. You know what I'm saying? So VR is probably gonna be the closest thing I can get. I don't want to experience VR for anything in the ocean though. I'm not gonna go full on and what is like talismophobia or whatever, like fear of things in the water. Like I'm not that deep, you know what I'm saying, with it, but like the deep ocean stuff, that stuff terrifies me. So I'm not trying to do VR with anything in the deep ocean. There's gonna be like one dude. There's three Crimson Fleet dudes out there. But there's gonna be one dude that'll charge, 2 other people that'll take position. Gone. He's a take positioner, not the charger. Charger's about to show up any second. Or was it? That's not the charger. Is that the charger? I guess it is.
Alert. The enemy has returned.
No, that's the runner right there. Come on. What are you delaying? I guess you just didn't want that to happen, which is fair. There we go. Quick and efficient. We're not taking that stuff. There for a while there, even though no one else knew, before I started making videos for Starfield, I found it funny every single time I would come through this area to grab this little milk. Because, like, why is there just a jug of milk next to a toilet? With a book, a notebook, and, like somebody was studying and taking notes. And their beverage of choice was just a jug of milk. Not a glass of milk, a jug of milk. And they were doing it in the bathroom with a double stack of toilet paper. Yeah, there's no point to it or anything. It was just funny to me. I don't know why I would always grab the milk. I've grown since then. You just saw it. We didn't grab the milk. Come up here. If you come in here, this is where you can get some more information on this facility itself. If you click on this computer, I'm not going to go through all of them, but it gives you a whole bunch of emails and stuff with a bunch of information that terramorphs were being experimented on with, something along those lines, here at this facility at some time in the recent past, right? You can get pretty much all this stuff, pick all that up. You can pick that safe. We ain't about to pick that safe right now. Get some grapes. There is the blue lab outfit you can grab from right here. Gives you a better chance of research developing all of a sudden, same as this shielded lab outfit. We're not grabbing any of that stuff right now. We're just trying to get through this. Come through, you can loot all this. There's more food, more healing items, ammo. We'll go ahead. I would say we'll take the ammo because it's what we use for our pistol. I'm not going to take the Grendel. There's more food in there to take. We're not going to grab that. Trying to get through this here. I want to get to the lodge by the end of the stream so I can unlock the Xeno box and potentially even go out back behind the lodge and crap, how do I keep wanting to hit the right thumbstick R3 or whatever to pull up this like the Pit Boy. That's not how it works. I just gotta hit start. Do I get I don't get a throwing arc off top, I don't think. Hello, boys.
We must defeat them.
Wow. So I'm not gonna lie, like there's so much about Fallout 4, so much about Fallout 4. I am at some point sooner rather than later going to dedicate time to trying to do another, because I've done one load order video that was like 25 mods that make Starfield feel like Fallout 4, like as much as possible at least. I'm gonna do another one of those videos, and because I feel like now I have more experience with Fallout 4 directly, So I'm gonna do another one of those videos, and I'm really gonna try to make a load order that makes Starfield feel more like Fallout 4 in a couple of aspects. There are mods I know that'll touch on this, like resources from junk items or whatever. So like actually giving some importance to looting and hoarding for turning those then into crafting components to be able to upgrade stuff, build stuff, etc. Like, that's something that I definitely miss. This whole time I've been talking about you can collect all this stuff, you can pick up all this stuff. Like, genuinely the only two reasons in the vanilla game, I'll be the one that's honest and upfront with you, incoming PS5 players, right? Like, there's two reasons. One, sell it. Everything has a value, even if it's one, right? So sell it. So you can pick up all this stuff to sell to make money. Super basic, simple principle, right? But if you're a outpost settlement type person like I am, and you like to decorate it, not just put in a table, leave it empty on an empty floor in an otherwise empty room, and you're like, yes, this is great. Fine, if that's what you think is great. That's subjective, right? So you do you if you think that's great. That's not great for me. I like it to look lived in with a whole bunch of clutter and decoration and make it feel unique, lived in, personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, so all of these items, that's why I have a focus on why would I want to pick up all of these things, because then it gives me all of these things that I can take back to my outpost and drop them out of my inventory and then place them around my outpost to make my outpost feel full and lived in and unique and personalized. Mods, obviously, Downfall Nemesis and their NEMS Deco Pack, such a game changer for anybody who wants their outpost to look more decorated. NEMS Deco Pack, phenomenal mod for that. The best mod, in my opinion, for that. But you can do all that sort of stuff yourself. It's just super meticulous, super time consuming, and you actually do need to go explore POIs so that way you can find the vials, all these different types of vials, surgical bowls, markers, you know what I'm saying? So much stuff. Plus, just like in Fallout 4, you can drop basic resources, weapons, ammo boxes, all that good stuff, and really make your outpost come to life. I do like to grab up most of the medical stuff. I honestly probably should have grabbed up a little bit more food. In a normal playthrough, I would be using a mod called Crew Eats Food, which means I need to keep food in my ship inventory so that way my crew stays fed at regular intervals, basically, right? But that's not on this limited vanilla type load order, so I don't need necessarily as much food. I need enough food and drink to cover my player's sustenance, but in this run, that's all the relevance food and drink have, is my own sustenance. I do definitely, I might add it, I'm not gonna lie, I might add it, even after starting this run, I might add it from Old Bard. The NPCs have names. I might still go ahead and add that to this vanilla run because it just makes it so much better. But again, it's not about the immersion. It's just about playing. But even in that, like, I'm not even describing what we're running through really. Well, basically we're learning, again, what we're learning is this facility, UC facility, was messing around with terramorphs. Did I kill it? I don't know if I killed it. But was messing around with terramorphs. Terramorphs are gone now, basically, from at least the facility. But all we're really doing that we know, like definitively what we know we're doing, in-game, not meta, is Vasco told us we had to go eliminate the threat, otherwise we were just going to keep getting followed and attacked. Why? I'm not getting either of these books. There's just 2 books in there, that's it. But it's through this hatch that we get to the end of this dungeon, mostly, depending on how it plays out. And there is a little loot stash here. So if you're one of those people that likes to save scum to get the best things at the best times possible, if you don't want a demoralizing rip shank, then save before you go into this room, because each time you load into this room, to my understanding, is when the RNG kicks in for whatever's going to populate the bin. So again, if you are like me and you get this demoralizing, it's literally a space adept, staggering, demoralizing rip shank. And you're like, man, I wanted something better. Then just reload your save right before you came up here and try again. Before I just run out here, let's go ahead and med pack. But see, like right here, like I don't know of a mod that would address it, because like in Fallout 4 survival, I like the fact that like when I use a stim pack, it also makes me thirsty. So I can't just have to worry about having the med packs, I have to worry about having the med packs and the drink, right? I don't know if there's a mod that addresses something like that in Starfield, where like when I use a med pack, or if I use amp, or if I take something like that, that it actually gives me some sort of like a hunger or thirst sort of debuff or like trigger. Pongo, don't start barking, dude. We got just a few minutes. We're right here at the end. We're almost at the lodge. Hopefully this dude doesn't want to fight us. You can hopefully talk this dude out of wanting to fight you. He does carry like, it's either a legendary or a purple item that you can pick up for taking him down, but that's right, dude. I killed Barrett. Tell your friends to stay back.
We weren't really after Barrett. We're after that ship. Every Crimson Fleet rook hears about the frontier. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays. The loot from
The lore bits are great. There's also a mod. It's called what's it called? It's something Crete. It's Crete something or something Crete. I've had it in load orders before. I'm pretty sure I've shown it off and mentioned it specifically before in videos. But Massacre at Crete. That's what it's called. The mod's called Massacre at Crete. But it makes the inside just a little bit more roughed up after that experiment gone wrong, paired with the lore bits. It's a fantastic POI dungeon, right? Like this initial area. I do really like the intro to this game. I love SKK mods, SKK's Fast Start mod, after having played through this beginning part of the game, probably like legitimately at least 100 times, if not more. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nice to skip that and get right to New Atlantis, but it has been fun going back through this dungeon. It's been a while since I've been through this dungeon. It's a great dungeon. Look. Dang it. He didn't believe me. Just made it past your entire crew, bro. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta be aggressive with pirates. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're kind of like the pack in Fallout 4 Nuka World, right? Where if you just keep being belligerently aggressive to their leader, and dude's like, here's one of the best guns in the game. Right on. Heck yeah. So you could double back. I've seen people do it before. I've done it before. You could do something like, you know what I'm saying? Gather up a few of these red drums. You can get a little small, buddy, if you want to.
Don't come back.
Right there, his leg. This is not immersive. Where I always make videos about mods, about immersion, and how I want immersion. This, maybe not immersive, but it's a short stream. We're gonna win this anyway. Let's end this short stream with a bang. Let's make sure you don't excuse me. Let's make sure you don't miss out. And actually, let's make sure you don't miss out too. Oh, one guy's walking. Auto save. Briz came in, saved the day. Right on. For science. It's a space adept combat knife. I did all that for that. Oh man, so now this ship's coming. They mad. Of course. Vaughn, do quiet. I'm almost done. But it's okay. I could, if I wanted to, fight all the people that are about to come out of that ship mad at me. But I could also, too, just head straight back to the frontier. And that's what we're going to do. If you don't pass your speech check and then pull a hoe move like that and just put all of the barrels next to them, take them all down in one shot. If you don't do that and you actually have to fight them, you do potentially, I mean, I guess you don't have to, but like I would encourage you to potentially take out those people right there on the roof because they're going to have the cleanest, easiest, clearest shots at you to actually hurt you. But otherwise, you can like avoid all of them and just jump and run. There's that thing. Was it there earlier and I just didn't see it? I feel like it showed back up. But I don't like those. Definitely a good use of the last of my ammo for the Maelstrom. We got a bunch of ammo. Oh, do I still have the flashlight on? I've had that flashlight on that whole time. Oh, McNuggets. You guys stay right here. You guys stay right here. Maybe, I don't think we got time. We don't got time to come back for you right now. We'll come back for you later. But once you clear that dungeon, you get back to the frontier. You can use X and or square to go right to your cockpit. Or if you just hit A and or X, then you can just get into your ship if you're going to do other things before going to your cockpit. Go ahead and take off. I'm pretty sure that we could just fast travel. No, I think you have to go to the frontier first. Because you're in combat. I think if you're not in combat and you're on the surface of Crete, that you can just fast travel from there right back to New Atlantis. Not into New Atlantis, but like in orbit. But I don't remember. Look at this. Look at this again. Alpha Centauri. Go ahead and jump over this way. So again, I promise you on this, mark my words on this, one thing I'm going to call on whenever the PS5 release does come and stuff, and when these new updates, free lanes, Terran Armada, all that, all these people, that anybody who sees this, either watching it live or sees it on playback down the line, right? Like, so many people have been talking so much trash throughout about this game. Then there's so many people that have been vocal the whole time about how awesome it is and don't listen to the negativity. But like so much of the negativity is just so fabricated to me, like it's so fake. You know what I'm saying? Like people saying, "Oh, it's just a loading screen simulator." I haven't gone into my start menu star map at any point yet in this stream to actually get into something. This is right. Like I'll give you that, but I'm actually landing on the surface now. Again, when I went to Vectera, from there to Crete, I did that all just on screen without having to go into the star map. When I went from Crete over here to orbit outside of New Atlantis, you know what I'm saying? I did that all through the game, not going to a star map. It's only when I'm landing on the surface that it's giving me a star map. And one of the things that we're getting in the update is a toggleable setting to be able to make sure that if you want to see the landing animations every time, like I personally do, I'm super excited to be able to turn it on and always see the landing animation. So, to me, it feels super disingenuous when I see people standing on a hill like it's a loading screen simulator. Depends on how you play, man. Like, it literally just depends on how you play. So one thing I don't know, with the Real Lights mod Starfield that I use from, I think it's Rabbit Does Stuff, I don't know if it makes it. I think it does. Like every time that you come to New Atlantis for the first time, it makes it nighttime. Like every single time. Otherwise, I've just hit a streak where every time I go into New Atlantis, it's nighttime. Excuse me. We don't need to talk to you at all right now. I don't have the credits to buy a vehicle right now. But again, if you're a new player, ask him about ships. That's how you modify your ships. Ask him about vehicles. That's how you purchase a vehicle. Ask him what ships he has for sale. Obviously, that's how you can buy some new ships, right? If your ship does need repairs, you can pay them for that. You can also get a little bit of information. Where do I sell some things at, and where can I get some more crew? That one's going to direct you over to the viewport, which is the bar right here at the spaceport area of New Atlantis. We are not going to go right to the viewport because I'm trying to get to the lodge to end the stream at, right? But I don't encourage new players to follow those blue dots. I don't encourage you to follow those blue dots. You're gonna need them. I don't need it right now, which is why I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. I know where I'm going. But don't follow those blue dots. If you just follow those blue dots, you are going to miss so much in the game. You're not gonna miss that unless you have Real Light Starfield. That's from the Real Light Starfield mod. But all this other lighting, same thing. Like, your new Atlantis is not gonna look as good as mine because of the handful of mods that I am using on this load order. But don't just follow the blue dots. Go and explore and find everything that each location has to offer. Because when people say that these locations are limited or small or boring or not lively and full of things, again, don't feel like they've actually played the game. Go check out the viewport at some point. Find yourself some crew. Talk to, it's Nissa, right? Yeah, talk to Nissa, the bartender. You might even run into a Xeno ambassador. I don't know.
Nice outfit, homie.
Nice outfit to you too, homie.
Hello there.
We're not gonna dwell here. We're just gonna say what's up. Here's your little buddy there.
That
Remind
little buddy
everybody.
Right there is Clyde the Toad
That's
Face.
Clyde the Toad Face.
He found me on Alpha Tyrannid 2, and we've been friends ever since.
That's what I'm
He's
talking
smaller
about.
than
He
your
is
average
small.
Toad Face, but
This is
anytime I
enough
ever
small
needed some
talk,
extra muscle,
ambassador. You
he's
know what I'm saying? We
never
got stuff
let
to
me
do. We're not. I don't have a multi-tool or axe of friends in my
down. I'll see you
inventory,
around, my friend.
so we're not going to be able to take him as a companion in any point. Whoa, bro, you just flickered. You all right?
Hello.
Don't be a humming. Oh, okay. Anyway, though, but it'd be fun to try to run into him because again, you don't just find the Xeno ambassador at the viewport. You can find him down at the well. You can find him walking through the lodge. You can find him at Neon. You can find him in Aquila City. You know what I'm saying? He's all over the place. So I'm sure we'll run into him again. It was hard not to throw Terrabrew Plus by Corrodic on here just for the ability to get Danishes at Terrabrew. That's not what the load order was about, Tommy. You know what I'm saying? I had to tell myself that so many times before starting that stream. That's not what this load order is. You got like 2 weeks until the update. You know what I'm saying? 2-ish, 3-ish weeks, somewhere in there, until the update. So just keep it tight. Do a little visuals. You got to have Xenomaster in there because you know you're going to want to go out and do some outposting and exploring and get little buddies. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, though, keep it as vanilla as possible. That's what I had to keep telling myself. Like, again, like, the outfits just look so much better. The lighting looks so much better. It looks like that's how the game was supposed to be, or like how the game was by default. I just couldn't play without it. The billboards, like, again, those are the only things I put in visibly. The crowd overhaul with faces, and the real lighting, and the billboards and posters. I might add old bars names. NPCs have names. I might add that one because it is kind of, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like, look, citizen. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me, again, I like when citizen. I like when they all have different names. So I am probably going to amend this Vanilla Plus super limited so few mod load order, and I'm going to add one more probably, and it's definitely probably going to be old bards. NPCs have names. Let's check this out. We ain't going to grab it yet. Stuff does us no good just yet. Oh yeah, from my homie Thorjan Ironside. A bunch of goodies that is going to be useful for us, right? Connoisseur drink, collector stew, some CCDs. We even got some Mach 4s in there. That's what I'm talking about. I wish that I had the credits at this point in the game. The Xeno Ambassador does sell items, obviously, right? Maybe not obviously. You might not know. This might be your first exposure to the mod. I'm sorry. So the Xenomaster actually sells some shit, right? For Xenomaster, it sells, or the Ambassador sells stuff for Xenomaster, CCDs, and some aid items, resources, yada yada. But also weapons. And one of the weapons that the Xeno Ambassador always sells is an EM weapon. EM weapons otherwise don't show up until a little bit later on in the loot table. Like the earliest I think in a quest that you can get an EM weapon is on the pretty sure probably the UC, what's it called? What are they called? Vanguard, right? It's probably in the Vanguard quest line. I'd imagine is the first quest line, or maybe the only quest line that I can remember that actually gives you an EM weapon.
Bosco, verify.
But the ambassador sells an EM weapon, so if you have a bunch of credits the first time you meet him, before he wanders off and you can't find him again forever, because I swear it's like every time I go somewhere, he's somewhere else, you gotta be jumping around, you'll find him, you'll eventually find him, but you know what I'm saying, he does be moving, he's a busy man, but he sells an EM weapon. And I normally always grab that ASAP so that way I have one. Because I promise you, when you do go out exploring and you do go out Xeno mastering, that using an EM weapon to capture a Xeno is a way better experience than not. Right? You guys have seen that in so many of my streams and videos, right? Way better experience when you can knock them out before trying to capture them than when you just try to capture them while they're running and or attacking you.
Interesting. Similar to Barrett's
Arcane, my friend, how are you this evening? I hope that you've been well. I hope that yours have been well as well. Definitely good to see you this evening, man, for sure.
Believe me now? Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. But honestly,
Bro, Starfield's up to #1 right now, pre-orders for PS5. I knew that it was, like, the last I saw, I think it was, like, #3 or something like that. #1, though. This game is absolutely going to get a big surge, and I cannot wait for new people to get to experience it for the first time. This game still brings me so much joy. It's still my favorite game, as much as I've been playing Fallout 4 recently. It feels so good, just even looking at the load orders again, the creations again, getting back into playing it, even though I'm not even listening to it, you know what I'm saying? We're just kind of playing it while I'm trying to fill the void with me talking. But, like, oh, it just feels so good to be back to Starfield. And I'm so excited for people to get to feel that for the very first time. And for all these experiences to be brand new for them. First time they see these artifacts. Not only when you touch it and then you're like, what is going on? You know what I'm saying? Trippy lights and music. But then you finally get to this fabled lodge for Constellation. And you see a couple other artifacts. They start doing this thing. And you're just like, what is going on, right? What is this game? And you just dive in full bore from there. Such a fun game. Definitely excited for a bunch of new people to be able to experience this game, for sure. And then all the mods, right? So, all the mods. Even if all the mods were amazing, if the base game, if I hated it, I would have never found out how amazing the mods are for this game. Because I'd have been like, well, I hate the game, so I don't care if the mods make it better because it's not fun for me. Fortunately for me, I loved this game just as it was when it released, right? I was severely addicted to Ark Survival for a couple of years, and this game launched, and I was immediately... haven't turned back really ever since, right? Alright, I'm in. Tell me about what happens next. Literally, right? Starfield came out. Alright, I'm in. What happens next? But then when the mods came out, a whole nother level on top of that. So I definitely hope that as many mod authors as possible are able to bring their mods from Nexus Creations over to the PlayStation 5 side of things, the PS5 players. I don't know how this works, right? So I ain't had a PlayStation since the PS3, but like I don't think that PlayStation mods are allowed to use like something about assets they're not allowed to use, like whether it's like third-party assets, like not from the base game that the mod is being made for assets. Something about assets. I think that's the case like for Fallout 4, that like some mods can't be on PS5 version of Fallout 4 because of some restriction that PlayStation specifically has. So I don't know, like if that's gonna impact shit, like for Starfield mods trying to go to PS5. Now we've gone full circle. Now we're back to what I was talking about an hour ago, where I said, man, so many people ask me all the time my insight onto how some of this stuff might work and stuff like that. I don't have any idea, bro. I really don't. I'm an ideas type person. I just throw shit out there, see what sticks, and see what other people can take and run with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, like a muse. Like a muse. Like a... like a scatterbrained, slightly burnt out muse. Hey, but Noelle's gonna show us.
The quarters
Come
available.
on, that's what she was doing. She was talking. She's gonna show us where we can stay at. You can come and talk to Walter and Mateo, get to know them. I like the initial interactions with them. I did it just naturally. I guess I should have pointed out there was a magazine right there. It's a collectible magazine. If you're familiar with Fallout 4 or any other Fallouts, they got the magazines you collect for different perks, and those perks stack with the other magazines that you can collect, your other skills that you unlocked, yada yada. I picked up the one that's right there in your face when you walk into the lodge. Also, at this point, we have the key, so we can get into the basement. Oh, it looks so much different! So much different without, like TG's Galactic Harvest. Same thing with, oh, it's been a while since I played without Sweet, I'm pretty sure it's Sweet Pea that did Noelle's greenhouse. You can really see the difference. Man, this looks almost... I didn't ever notice I could harvest this. What the hell is that? Moth vine? I don't feel like... Is that always been there? I mean, I don't have any mods that would add to that, but I don't... That's unfamiliar to me. But man, yeah, Noelle's greenhouse... Definitely an awesome mod. Makes that garden area look way, way, way nicer, for sure. Not that it looks bad, but you know what I'm saying. But then TG's, you get the extra workbench right here. Plus with Dark Star, because you know we're going to have Dark Star when that's up and running with the update. But it gives you all... Oh, maybe they took out the workbenches in the lodge. There was an update maybe where they took out the benches. I can't remember. I do know, I'm pretty sure this is patched. You used to be able to... Felt like something pushed my character. But you used to be able to, like, get right on the crack. And, like, slowly go down, and instead of it being the door, I fell off the crack. But instead of it being the prompt to try to unlock the door, you used to be able to access the mannequin, take the suit off it. I don't think it works anymore. What's up, OG Tennessee? Hey, shout out OG. I was talking earlier about one of your mods that I always play with. For me, this mod load order is limited. It's not about what I play with. It's just about getting back into the game, having some fun, and showing off some more vanilla type aspects of the game for people that are going to get to join the game here with us here soon enough, right? But I made the comment, I was like, oh, I almost panicked because I didn't grab any oxygen tanks before I left Vectera.
So this is the bar.
Realistic O2 meter.
So help yourself.
I'm pretty sure there's two that like the titles are really close, OG. So dude, don't flame me if I said the wrong title for it. But it's the realistic oxygen mod that's made by OG Tennessee and the OG Tennessee, the real OG Tennessee's mod author page, right? That mod for realistic oxygen needs and uses, whatever, I love. I can't play without it personally for the survival and the immersion and the hardcore type aspects that it gives. It's definitely one of my favorite mods, but I don't have it in this current load order just because, again, this one's literally got like a handful of mods for visible type stuff, right? Whatever. And then Xenomaster because
I better get back to it. Don't want to keep her waiting.
I don't even feel like
Enjoy.
I have to quantify it to anybody. I think people that know me just know when it comes to Starfield, as much as I love this game and the outpost building in this game, the thing that really, really, really keeps me in this game is the Xenomaster stuff. It's so well done. I will address for all the PlayStation people that are going to get this game soon enough, and I already know that Ghost is going to, so I don't know if I'm like violating any NDAs or anything. I don't know any like details, bro, but like I know he's gonna put in the work to get Xenomaster available on PS5, right? And the first thing all you PS5 people are gonna ask, the first thing that all you PS5 people are gonna ask Ghost, and Ghost is like so freaking nice, and he's gonna get so annoyed by it, but he's gonna never let anybody know how annoying it is to him. He might try with new animation stuff potentially to see if writable Xenos could maybe be a possibility at some point. But as of right now, no. There is not the ability to ride Xenos. Not actively in the works to be able to ride Xenos. Not right around the corner. Again, maybe down the line one day, someday. But no. So go ahead and save your request to Ghost. If you only get one request to Ghost, make it a good one. Don't waste it on the rideable Xenos. See, that's what I was telling you, Ghost, bro. You know it's coming. Where we've been talking this whole time about how all these players are going to get to experience this game and they're going to enjoy it and blah, blah, blah. Just think, bro. Just think about all of us, Xbox people, that have had this now for a couple years. How many times have you been asked that, bro? Even with publicly stating, not going to happen. So, dude, you're going to get hit by that question so many times. It's coming. Just accept it. Accept it, and it's going to make it way easier, bro. Heck yeah. See, I need to get into this VC club. I'm going to get a computer one day. Brits, thank you. Reminder to save. We're going to save here. We are at the end. I'm already over the 10 o'clock limit. I didn't want to go over 10 o'clock, so I'm about to get off this stream here ASAP. You know what I'm saying? But we will save beforehand. But I want to get a mod. Not a mod. I want to get a computer so I can learn to make mods. I'm still going to make a mod. No one else is going to make it for me. I'm going to make this mod, Matt's House, and it's going to be a player home that's going to look like a settlement in the style that I build, touching on all my homies' stuff that's my favorite, not with mod dependencies, but I'm going to put their logos and stuff as posters and stuff all over the walls in the different sections. That's going to happen at one point, and I'm going to use that mod to try to become a verified creator, so that way I can maybe know some stuff, and then when I tell people that I don't know what I'm talking about, internally I'm just gonna gloat and be like, I actually do know. You know what I'm saying? But no, I appreciate, man, Ghost, OG, Arcane, I appreciate y'all very much, very, very much for being out here this evening. I'm so sorry cutting it short. I just had like an hour, you know what I'm saying, tonight. Still gotta work tomorrow, but Sunday it's gonna rain. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna rain, but it's gonna be in like the 80s. So like the weather will be nice. If it's not storming too bad, I'm gonna definitely try and do some more streaming on Sunday. Cause now dude needs some clothes. But we're done with the tutorial stuff. We are back at the lodge in New Atlantis. We are ready to start whatever we want to start. If we want to go explore the locale, we can go explore the locale. If we want to do some missions around New Atlantis to make us some money, we can do that. If we want to go with Sarah right to the Vanguard or the mast building and jump into the Vanguard stuff, we can even do that. Continue down Constellation Jump. There's so many options that we could take. We are right at the start of a new playthrough series and a new playthrough file, and hopefully for all you new players that are coming to the game, you saw that within an hour, with a bunch of interruptions for rambling and backtracking and getting side tangent, you can get through that whole tutorial phase that teaches you how to use your scanner, your cutter, how to fly, how to perform space combat, how to do ground combat, as well as looting through a dungeon in a POI. You get like a little mini boss type encounter with just the leader, I guess, of the pirates at the end of that dungeon, right? And then you come back and get introduced to the settled systems proper. You haven't got to see that. You just see the mining outpost, the abandoned research facility, and then you're smacked with the heart of the last of humanity, right? The bastion of the next wave of humanity after the Freestar and UC war has subsided. There's hope on the horizon. That's the main reason that this is my favorite game over Fallout 4, is the future is bright. Just like here in a couple weeks with Free Lanes, with Terran Armada, and with all the mods that are already available on Creations, and with all the mods that are going to continue to be updated, new ones that are going to be continue to be pushed out. It is a beautiful time to be a fan of this game, and I'm very thankful for all the efforts that my homies in the chat right now have put in individually, all the ones that not in the chat, maybe we're going to see this later, see this down the line, see this at some point. I say this to you guys as much as I can individually, all that I can, all the time, right? I try to at least. Thank you guys for making my favorite game better, and I can't wait. It's been the theme of this this stream, basically. I can't wait for so many new people to get to experience your efforts and enjoy them the same that I do, right? So thank you again, everybody, and take care till next time, right? See y'all soon.